How's everybody doing today?
Alright, so we're playing some Destruction Derby on the Sega Saturn. I have the actual real disc, so you can actually hear the actual real audio. This is on the SSF emulator for the Sega Saturn, and it's pretty much the same exact thing as the PlayStation version, as you can see here. Except for this, you can actually load some internal data from the Sega Saturn. This Sega Saturn had pretty much a built-in memory card, as long as your battery was working. You can see here we got a loading screen. Pretty fancy loading screen, check that out. As you can see by the graphics are actually pretty damn impressive. That's the rookie vehicle, and then we have the amateur Grim Reaper. Now, a lot of people say that the Sega Saturn sucks at doing the 3D, but as you can see here, it actually does pretty damn good. And this is the Pro, so if you're really a kick-ass Destruction Derby driver, this is the vehicle you want to use. So in this game, you also have several different tracks. We're going to try this track out, see how this works. So here we are, we're playing Destruction Derby on the Saturn. I'm actually using a 360 controller. I remember having this on PlayStation, and I most recently, within the last 5 or 6 years, bought the Sega Saturn version of this game. And believe it or not, I do like the Sega Saturn version better. There's something about it that seems better to me. I don't know why, but it's just more fun. Now, one thing that's really different between the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn version is the smoke effects. The smoke effects on the PlayStation version are transparent, while the Sega Saturn version has a different type of smoke effect that is not transparent. Now, this game came out in like 94 or 95, so for the time being, the graphics are outstanding. Like, when this game first came out, I was like, holy crap, this looks good. Imagine going from like Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo to Sega Saturn and playing this game. Like, this is a huge leap in graphics. As you can hear, the sound quality is like really good too. It's CD quality sound quality. So not only are you getting a huge leap in graphics, but you're getting a huge leap in sound also. And at the bottom right side of the screen, it tells you which section of your vehicle is damaged the most. Now we have a replay mode right here where you can actually watch your race that you previously did from several different camera angles, and it looks pretty damn good. Sega Saturn was a beast, not only in 3D, well 2D, but it was a beast all around when it came to video games back then. It was 3D, 2D, everything. So I'm not sure how many vehicles we have on screen at once, but there is literally a lot of vehicles on the screen at once. And the game doesn't slow down. As you can see here, this is actually a blast to play because what you have to try to do is survive while taking out the other vehicles. As you can see here, you can actually change the camera angle on your vehicle and you can pretty much see the damage up close. For a game during that era, this actually is pretty damn impressive in detail. As you can see on the bottom right hand of the screen, you can see exactly where your damage is on that little map. And your vehicle literally matches where the damage is. If you see any vehicles that have any black pillar of smokes coming out of it, that's pretty much a vehicle that's completely done. It's not going to be able to race anymore. You can also have a first-person view of what's going on here. And if you have a steering wheel, this is actually pretty cool. I personally own, I believe, yeah, it's the Japanese version of the game. I'm not sure if it released in the United States or not. If it did, I do recommend getting the game if you have a Sega Saturn. It's an awesome game to have in your collection. It's one of a kind on the Saturn for the most part. There's really no other game like it. If you ever get a chance to play it, please do. It's an awesome game.